All right, guys. Mason Riggs here again. Zenny62 Media. Um, Found this on Jonathan Abrams' Instagram story, August 31st. He took it down pretty fast, but I thought you could get some insights of how the camp's going for certain people and whatnot by the stats. So basically, what we have here is the picture. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Right there. Let's see if that gives you a better, clearer picture. I'm looking on my phone right now to get a second screen. I'm gonna try to blow it up for you guys real quick. What about this? Here we go. Let's go like that. All right, so that's better. So yeah, I came across this Jonathan Abrams Instagram story. He took it down fairly quickly. It was on it August 31st. So he literally like a day ago, a few days ago. And yeah, so let's get right into it. As you can see, Jonathan Abram made the post. You can see right there, the J Abram right there. This is 3 days ago, the 31st. He ain't first or last he posted, which is kind of his mentality I like. And immediately, my eyes went to the top. As you can see, birds of the feather flock together. Impact play badges, quarterback sack, interception, forced fumble. Now it doesn't give you how many points is each. So it's a little hard to see everything, to really differ from it. But as the top, you can see 90 points for Jonathan Abram. Real encouraging sign. On his last the other day, he got interviewed, press conference. He talked about, working on his playmaking, his turnover ability. And with 90 points, far and above everyone else. It's not even close. But then as you go down, you see Eric Harris, who was a bit of a turnover machine last year. Heard a lot about how he's running with ones in the camp. And, from that production, second highest on the team, looks like he's having a, pretty dang good camp. Levitt, the special teams ace is up there, and Jeff Heath. So as you can see, a lot of the playmaking is coming from our safeties. And then you got the rookie Damon Arnett, which is nice. He's coming off of a good start. He's got the soft cast on the thumb now, but projected to be, starting corner. And then Meek Robinson, upcoming slot corner. Isaiah Johnson. And then, there's quite a bit of a drop-off, but you see, Madre Harper, Keegan Nixon, that's nice, and Lawson. And then you see Trayvon Mullen. Hold on 1 second. Dude, what? Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So I was talking, Trayvon Mullen had a great end of the last month of the season. He was injured, so that doesn't even bother me. The 22 points, he was injured for a long section of time in training camp. They thought he was injured, was going to be serious. He just recently returned. And as you can see, Prince is before Prince got cut, maybe the day of, lower. So all this cluster down here is what really concerns me right here, guys. And, when you're thinking about it, Marcus Joyner struggled a lot last year, playing the nickel corner for us. Haven't heard a lot of Demarius Randall from the coaches, really, to be honest. I watched a lot of his tape. He seemed to struggle a lot last year and times to be digressing, and obviously moved on from Prince. But right here, and then, I thought, what would be some of the reasons why they'd be so low? Well, maybe it's veterans and they, want to keep their snap count down and whatnot. But then why is Jeff Heath and Eric Harris up there too? These guys have been around the league multiple years, been around the block. Why isn't their reps getting limited if that is the case with the Joyner and Randall? So, immediately, as I said, really encourage Jonathan Abram, Eric Harris stepping up. It looks like from the points, a lot of the young rookies, young corners. But yeah, these bottom three, man, it's not even close. Demarius Randall, 10 points. I haven't heard that he was injured or anything. 10 points. Trayvon Mullen missed weeks of camp. He's got, more than twice as many points. LaMarcus Joyner is, 15, You got rookies and other players way higher. So, when I'm looking at this, it gives me cause of concern, about Joyner. Prince is already gone, and about Randall. Now, if there's a good thing, especially about the Randall struggling, he's not on a heavily paid contract. I believe it's a 1-year deal. And, Eric Harris is balling out. John Gruden talked the other day, or it might have been Mike Mayock on Move the Sticks, Dalen Jeremiah's and Bucky Brooks' podcast. He got interviewed today, and he mentioned how Eric Harris was leading the charge, him and Derek Carr, on 11-on-11s, all off season. And you can see, he's putting work, putting up numbers out there, way farther than Jonathan Abram. But, let's not remember, Eric Harris was an undrafted player, same with Levitt. Heath's a bit of a journeyman, special teams ace, filling back up, and they're way up there. But Joyner and Randall, man. So, if Randall doesn't pan out, and, I've kind of had the opinion that I don't know if he really is going to make the team. Eric Harris is versatile. So is Jeff Heath. I believe they're both locked in, and Abrams pretty versatile. So, maybe there's a chance they don't hold on to him. It's just puzzling to me how you could be that low. And, like I mentioned, it can't be just because he's a vet. I mean, Eric Harris is a vet, same with Jeff Heath, and they're way up there. So I just can't imagine, and there was no injury to report of. So I just can't imagine the coaches saying, oh, yeah, you're new to this system, let's keep your reps down and all this. So, maybe a lot of people are thinking Randall's going to make the team. I wouldn't be surprised if he's cut after seeing this board, obviously. And then Joyner, we broke him off a whole bunch of money. And, it's discouraging. But, kind of talking about Randall and the depth, at Joyner, we're grooming Amik Robinson to take over that slot duty. And you could tell he's having a pretty good training camp from the playmaking ability. Now, obviously, things that are going to affect this is reps, what team they're going against, what quarterback, the players are against. But, yeah, so, I just saw this on Jonathan Abrams on the 31st of August, and I just thought, it was good content to see. It was on his Instagram story. Since then, it's been deleted. So, yeah, don't be surprised if Randall gets cut, in my opinion. He seems to be struggling out there, creating impact plays, whether it's a sack, interception, or forced fumble. Love how Eric Harris is continuing another strong offseason, and gotta love Jonathan Abram. He's basically a rookie right now, putting up 90 points, wrapping laps. And then, as I mentioned, the biggest concern for me, is you compare all these people, Randall, Joyner, there's Eric Harris, Jeff Heath way up there. They're veterans. Then it's like, oh, well, Trayvon, who's been hurt for multiple weeks of training camp, he's still got twice as many points as Randall. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, I feel more comfortable replacing Randall with the depth at safety, whether it's, Eric Harris can play both sides, Abrams can play a little bit both sides, and Heath. And then Joyner, he played safety primarily with the Rams, and they can get out of his contract next year for no dead money. And, we only have really one true nickel that we're grooming there for sure. That'd be Amik Robertson. I think eventually, Damon Arnett could play inside with his physicality, but I'm sure they're just, coaching him up on the outside and letting Amik kind of learn both probably at once, since he's more of a second tier, backup role. So, yeah, just a little insight, guys. I was really, intrigued by this post. It's from Jonathan Abrams' Instagram story account of the 31st. He deleted it pretty quickly. Yeah, so there it goes. All right, guys, stay safe and go Raiders.